Going forward in a criminal defense case, some of the things that I see most commonly in almost every case is that someone that's charged with a crime feels compelled to tell their side of the story. And the problem with telling your side of the story to law enforcement or a prosecutor is that those statements can be used against you. So there's oftentimes a need to tell that story, but without working with a criminal defense attorney, there's a lack of understanding how, while telling that story, you could also be confirming the state's case or admitting to crucial facts in the state's case that could be used to convict you. The most important thing I tell people is if there's ever any evidence, ever any statement that they want conveyed to a prosecutor or to law enforcement, do that through your attorney, because your statements at that point can't be attributed to you and used against you. The things I tell a prosecutor, the things I discuss with an investigative officer can't be used against you as evidence. So the most important thing to do when trying to resist that urge to tell your side of the story, especially in the initial moments of what happened, is to consult with an attorney. Tell the officer you'd like to consult with an attorney, that you may be inclined to make statements or sit down and give an interview with the officer after consulting with an attorney and understanding your rights. Anytime that you've become aware that you're being investigated criminally, it's always best to have an attorney. And the misperception that people have is that by asking for an attorney, it looks like an admission of guilt. And the fact that you ask for an attorney, your constitutional right to invoke and ask for the assistance of a criminal defense attorney can never be used against you in a criminal trial. In fact, if that's even mentioned in a criminal trial, it can result in a mistrial, and the whole process of the trial would have to start over with a new jury or a new fact finder, because that right is so sacred. So I encourage people to use and exercise that right and to consult with an attorney before they make statements that could ultimately be the statements that convict them at trial.
For a free phone consultation, contact attorney Jared Allen in Phoenix, Arizona at 602-456-1982 or visit his website at www.jsazlaw.com.